I am Nisha Dupuis, and this is Finding Legends. Today we engage with Shaquille Anderson, but we're doing things a bit differently today. He will be reading my lips because he is hearing impaired. He was born without function in his right eardrum and then lost most of his hearing in the left by age 13. Shaquille says his loss of hearing is attributed to nerve damage caused by stress. Daily, there's an agitating ringing in his ears known as tinnitus. At 22, he demonstrates unwavering strength despite the many challenges he's had to overcome. Shaquille says after leaving high school, he had difficulty finding employment due to his disability. This led him, though, to create a business called Yard Sandals, and he hopes to employ other young persons with disabilities. This is Finding Legends in conversation with Shaquille Anderson, who is determined to live and thrive on his own terms. Thank you for joining us. Today we're speaking with Shaquille Anderson. It's a unique conversation today. Shaquille is hearing impaired, but he has the amazing ability to read lips. And so he will be doing that during the course of this conversation. Hi, Shaquille.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining us. And when I read about you, I was amazed by your story. You were able to start a company, a shoe company, Yard Sandals, and you said you did that because you had difficulties finding employment. I want to talk to you more about that later, but can you tell me how you lost your hearing in your left ear?
Well, thank you for having me.
Of course.
I lost my left function of my ears from I was 12, 13. It was due to family conflict between my grandmother and my grandfather. So, and to the abuse that my grandfather, inflicted on my grandma, the present, that was one of the main. The main reason, seeing the argument, the fights, I started to worry.
Yeah.
Like when I was going to school, I started to think that instead of being really active in school, I was thinking about what would happen when I'm not there.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons, stress.
So the stress of that damaged your nerve.
Yeah, the worrying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you feel when you went to the doctor and they said to you that probably you may lose your hearing in your left because you were born without function in your right ear?
Yes.
So you were living life, you were able to cope with that, I imagine, and then he says you may lose the hearing in your other ear.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? What are you feeling?
I remember when I was with my grandmother when we were in the doctor's office, and he said that he told me, my mom, and she told me because I could read her lip more, and at that moment I told myself that I don't accept it,
You didn't accept it.
Yeah. I don't accept it because I remember when I was going to prep school, and I was up and down. I remember when things are normal and good,
Yeah.
and just all of a sudden, I went black out and everything just changed from that moment.
Yeah.
I never really accepted.
You mentioned that things were normal and then things started to change. You shared with me that you were bullied in high school.
Yeah.
Did that happen after you began to lose your hearing because you were different than the other children? Why? What was that period like for you?
Well, yeah, I would was bullied most of the time, just because of that.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't really interact, because at the same time, my mom and my family didn't really understand what was going on with me. So they didn't really know about the deaf community or the autism community.
Yeah.
So they didn't really know about the school that was there.
Okay.
So they didn't really change me.
That you stayed in that school.
Yeah.
Okay. How were you able to continue on learning? Because I imagine that you must have had difficulties hearing the teachers.
Yeah. That was the main problem for me.
Yes.
Yeah. But I went to Clonclouty High School. So
Okay.
so my doctor, my specialist, would write letters, right? So every time they make sure you write a letter to the school,
Okay.
and the school issued it to the teacher. So I used to
Okay.
sit in front
Okay.
of the class,
Okay.
right? And during, they interact with me the most during my school time. Yeah.
So today you say, and you said to me, you said you learned to accept the unexpected and learn from there.
Yes.
When did you begin to accept that you were losing your hearing?
Well, when I was 15.
Okay.
Yeah, when I was 15. When I was 15, I remember this incident when I went out.
Yes.
Right. I didn't really go out, because I used to have a drive.
A drive
Carry
off?
me from school and out.
Okay.
So I remember my mom said, you know that drive not gonna come for it today. All right then.
All right.
And I was excited that moment.
You were?
"Ah,
Okay.
Go take the bus.
All right.
You know. So all right.
Okay.
I told my friend, he was living in Middlebrook, and I told my friend that my holiday today, you know. So,
All right.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Right. I remember when I have to type up my card, and they asked me how much. I gave them money, and they asked me how much do I want. And I told them, and they didn't give me any change. I was expecting change, and she was talking to me, and I was saying, I'm not hearing, you know. And at that moment, I didn't. My friend was downstairs, right, at the transfer center, and
Okay.
at that moment, I know that it's gonna be difficult if I don't work out now and start to go on the road now.
Yeah.
But simple thing like that,
Yeah.
they don't set up things for people like me,
I got you.
But no, speaking it's different, they change up it now.
So it's better now for
Yeah.
people who face disabilities and challenges.
So at that moment I realized that I have to accept things and have to do things different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you really are. You have your own business.
Yeah.
So I'm interested. You can make shoes and
Yeah.
handbags and belts out
Yeah.
of leather products.
Yeah.
That's impressive. How did you learn to do that?
Well, I went to Archers, NTA, Duke
To where?
Street.
Sorry, tell me again.
Yes, Archers, NTA, Duke Street. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was one next challenge. I went there when I was in leave school, right? And I don't remember how long I spent, but I spent a few months there. Yeah. Before I get my certificate. That moment was that even though I left school, right, and you know when I leave school, you kind of more mature, and you don't other people that leave school also,
Yeah.
but they didn't seem mature. They did, you know. That moment I faced bully the most out of the 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. From school, high school.
Yes. Yeah.
When I leave high school, I think that the bullying's done. But
Oh, when you were learning to make the leather,
yeah,
you
know,
were being bullied.
more. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And learning the trade, I had a teacher that take time with me. You know, Sir Brown. You know, he take time with me, and I remember when I was a student, you would go out and eat lunch. He would make things there, then not in front of them.
I got you.
And he see me that he might see me lay around him and I watch him, and from then he decided to that look, you're gonna learn if you gotta say that you wanna learn.
Yeah.
All right. He took more time with me. Yeah.
You must have really appreciated that.
Yes. Yeah. And then I learned job experience. You know the placement. They when they place you when I finish training.
Yes.
Yeah. And I went to heel ball and I learned how to repair.
Okay.
So
repair the leather products.
Yeah.
Okay.
Heel ball. So
okay.
I learned to repair from there.
Okay.
And then I met this great guy. His name is T. Bush.
Okay.
Yeah. He the one that teach me how to do things. You know, he the one that teach me how to take my time and be more creative.
Okay.
So he's the one that he's the one that show me everything from
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, he's the one that show me how to be neat and take my time and don't be a cobbler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take you like the fine details and you make sure that your shoes and your bags are well made.
Yeah.
How were you able to launch your business from taking it from that desire you had inside to now realizing it into physical products?
Yeah. Well, I love to read.
Okay.
So I didn't know about registration of business or anything.
Okay.
So I always type in things of I always type in things of how to create business or what type of business create good income.
Okay.
Yes, so
research.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, so I typed it in and the info come up. The info came up on how to start a business in Jamaica. So I followed that.
You followed the guideline.
Yeah.
And you made your own business plan and everything like that.
Yeah.
Because I read on the article that you were 4 steps ahead of everything that they would have required you to do. So you worked along with the Jamaica Youth Business Trust to fund your operation?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes,
nice.
Yes, yeah. Wait, but before that, I'm sure. I'm gonna tell you how I actually registered.
Sure. Tell me.
I think it was when I leave her, the first place I went to is my church, which is Shootersville, Seventh Day.
Okay.
Shootersville Church of God.
Okay.
Yeah, in Bullied.
Okay.
And my pastor Dan Mitchell, he's the first one that actually patronized me, purchased something from me.
Oh, nice.
And I made a belt for him, right? And he liked it. And from there, that first sale that I ever made, I take the money and I registered my business.
Wow.
And from that, I keep going. Yeah. So that's how I actually started.
Okay.
The registration and everything.
Okay.
From church.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. You told me you went to church last Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. So you say that you want your business to be the leading brand of handcrafted products in the Caribbean.
Yes.
What drives you? What inspires you to have such a goal?
I'm not only leather craft, but athletic, cause you know,
Oh.
yeah, I'm interested in the athletic field also.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm
Athletic
interested
wear and stuff?
yeah, like
Fashion?
yeah, and
Nice.
motor sneakers.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm interested in sneakers.
Oh,
Yeah, so
that is interesting.
I want to do that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And you also want to employ other young persons
Yes.
with disabilities.
Yes.
Have you been able to do that as yet, or is that
Not
a
as
plan?
yet. That's in the guideline with Jamaica Youth Business Trust. So
Yeah.
they're helping me develop and grow as much as I can.
Mhm.
And you know, when I entered them and I showed them the product that I made and you know everything, my business plan, and I met Miss Stacy and Gavin, that's the head director.
Yes.
Yeah, and you know, to take her time and you know to show interest in me and in any entrepreneur that actually you know go there.
Yes. Nice.
Yeah, so I would give anybody I would tell anybody that Jamaica Youth Business Trust is there for us, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. And my heart is so full, like speaking with you. I feel like you are so inspiring to me, and you've said things that has just made me like I've been taken aback from the wisdom that you're able to share. You mentioned abuse earlier, the witnessing of domestic abuse.
Yeah.
And I remember you sharing with me that you had a message for adults.
Yeah.
Well, what is it? What is it that you want to tell
I always
people?
I always tell couples that never fight, you know, in front of kids, never argue, because they don't know the impact it has on them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't know the impact, the emotional, the mental, you know,
Yeah.
the impact it had. Because if I know that if my grandfather did knew what you know, I think he wouldn't go there that part, you know. But he did what he did, and I accept that. I forgive him,
You forgive him?
and you know we have to just move on and accept things that you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a powerful message, and it's an important message. What, on a different note now, can you tell me what makes you happy?
All right, what made me happy? I always say that. I always say that I want to survive, and I want anyone that around me to survive also.
Yes.
To see people surviving around me,
Yes.
you know, in peace and harmony, that made me happy.
Good.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And just I want to see people accept disability, you know, and I want to see people encourage us also,
Yes.
you know, by supporting us in any venture possible.
Yes.
Those things make me happy, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like your leather products make people happy. So where can we find it?
Well,
Where can we buy your products?
well, you can contact me at
We'll put the email.
Yeah,
We'll put the
yeah.
email below. Okay,
Yeah.
so they just reach out to you and you can make personalized items.
Yes.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
This is good. This is good. Thank you, Shaquille.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Great pleasure. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.
This is Finding Legends Season 1. I am your host, Nisha Dupuis. Thank you for watching. There is so much more that we have to offer. You do not want to miss the dynamic individuals that we will be speaking with on our upcoming shows. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications for more videos.